There will be trivia fans. It is time to finally, and I repeat, finally conclude round 2 of the team tournament. And in case you aren't caught up on the singles, spoiler alert, my name is Henry Confidential, and I am back in the hosting chair. And you guys recognize Kees over there because he's been around for a while. But guess what? He actually has an announcement real quick. So, hey.
Oh, I kind of made that announcement already. It's just a real simple little thing. I changed my nickname. I said it in the end of one video that you might not have seen, so it's very, very easy for you to skip that one. But yeah, I changed it from the Assassin to the Grand Admiral because I just like the new nickname more. I was a little tired of the Assassin, so that's all there is to it. However, we got a match on our hands today, the last teams match in this round. Between Kings of the North and the Omega Club. And there's something interesting about this. These are not the actual teams that we should have competing in this tournament, at least not according to the last time you saw these teams, because they have they have a replacement. So I'm interested to see how that goes with the replacement. What do you think, Henry?
I'm interested as well. We're familiar with all 4 of these competitors, 2 of which have been in this tournament, as you know, and 2 of which have not. One is actually a veteran of There Will Be Trivia, and another is a veteran of another league. So we've all seen all 4 of these competitors, at least in some way or another in this community. But I'm curious how these 2 teams would match up as teams, and I'm actually curious to see what their chemistry is like. So do you want to hear from them and see what they got to say?
Of course, let's do it.
All right, so unfortunately, Zach escaped my basement, so now he's not my partner anymore. But I found someone else, and I trapped him in my attic this time, so it's all good. But
good choice.
Security in there. I got Aaron with me. We gonna kill it. Simple as that. Aaron's a smart guy. You guys know him from Battlegrounds. You know me from being told to shut the fuck up a lot on these matches. But other than that, man, I have full confidence in Aaron and myself. I don't know who we're facing. I don't care. It doesn't matter. We're going to kill him anyways.
Oh, look who's back. It's me, Alex Omega. And I'm just going to say it. Unfortunately, due to personal issues and family responsibilities, my partner Thomas Eanes can't be here with me for this match today. However, he was gracious enough to find me a substitute who I am more than happy with. Ladies and gentlemen, you know him from Full Metal Trivia. He is one of the top-ranked players from Season 1 of that league, top-ranked player who didn't win a match, and I know he's going to bring the pain with me tonight, Matt Cuellar.
My experience, for those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Aaron Connole. I've played in different iterations of this league. I was not in either tournament previous to this moment, but I'm here today because I'm a great competitor. Madeeh respects the fuck out of me because I don't tell him to shut up on my videos, and that's why they're an hour and a half long. And here's the truth, okay? The only person who's ever truly beaten me and destroyed me is Jen Kemp. So anybody aside from Jen Kemp is someone that I'm not scared of. And yes, Jen Kemp does make me shake. But I can take on anybody else. And look, who are my competitors, okay? You have Alex, sure, who is a good competitor, but nothing out of the ordinary. And who's his one-time replacement? What was his description of him? The guy who was the best that hasn't won? Well, that just kind of says it all. He is good, but he can't deliver.
I'm not going to be in my own head about this, because let's face it, if I lived in my own head all the time, I would be locked up in an insane asylum. I think most people who watch me on Full Metal know that. Thing is, I'm in a similar situation as our opponents, and that said, I'm very comfortable with the man stepping into the ring to replace my partner. Matt knows his stuff. He's proven that time and time again in the Full Metal ring and other various leagues he's played in, and I think this is going to be a winning duo. Matt's here one time to help push us through to round number 3. We got a date with Destiny with the Alphas waiting for us, but I'm not going to take this match lightly, and I know Matt won't either. We got 2 vets, we got 2 very tough opponents in front of us, but I relish the challenge. I cannot wait for this.
No, I think we both kind of know like the general movie trivia as is, but there's a lot of like small stuff that I know that that Aaron doesn't know, and a lot of stuff that I don't know that Aaron knows. Like we kind of balance each other out on that respect. Like we're really good at like filling each other's holes. You know what I mean. But we're covering each other where we need it to be.
Yeah, to take over on that point, the biggest difference aspect between the two of us is our age. Madeeh is older. He's had more time and experience to see more movies than I have.
Point that out?
No, hold up. It's very visible that you are older than me, okay? I'm just saying. You've had more time to see movies than I have. I'm also younger. I've seen movies that with that beard and car angle, Madeeh might not be legally allowed to see. So we've seen stuff that the other hasn't seen. We balance each other out really well, and that's why we're going to kick this team's ass.
I'm not allowed within 500 yards of a Chuck E. Cheese anymore because of this shit.
Well, I feel that I've proven that I know my stuff. I watched a couple of the matches earlier this morning, so I kind of got a good idea of the format. And I'm playing with one of the best tonight, so I have no doubt we're going to get you guys on to the next round.
Damn right.
Listen, man, I've never made a joke in my life. Are you fucking kidding me? No, I'm all business. 100% serious. I ain't joking around with this shit. I'm on this. Fuck out of here.
What he said.
Now, we got two very tough opponents in front of us. These guys are vets of the game. They know what they're doing. They know their stuff. But y'all know me. I am stepping into this, and my record and my history speaks for itself. I helped Thomas decimate the casuals in round one. I took out the assassin in singles round one, and I came this close, fucking lake house close, to beating the Titan in round number 2. So I'm back here with a vendetta for myself. I am getting myself into the third round of the tournament. Matt is going to help me along the way. We are taking on the Alphas next round. They want a piece of me and Thomas specifically. They're going to get it, and they ain't going to like what they get. We'll see you boys in a few weeks. But for now, tonight, Kings of the North, you done.
I really hope we did a great job editing that, because whenever there's Madeeh on camera, everything he says is off the walls bonkers and very inappropriate. So if you guys happen to have seen any of the raw, and I emphasize raw words that he came out of his mouth, then I feel sorry for you and I apologize. And if you weren't, then I feel sorry for you because you're not as entertained as we were. But all seriousness, all jokes aside, Omega Club is here for business. Alex, the Omega Warden, he has a lot of pressure on his hands because unfortunately he lost his teammate due to personal reasons for just one match. So there's a lot of pressure knowing that in his mind he might have had a guaranteed trip to round 3, but now with his new partner that might not be the case. And with over on the other side, you have a bunch of jokesters and a bunch of kidders, and they're just here to have fun. And sometimes you've seen in these leagues when you have the underdogs or the people you don't take so seriously, they actually could surprise you. So I am genuinely curious if the pressure is going to get to the Mega Club, and if Kings of the North can rise to the North. What do you think?
Well, yeah, Kings of the North seems to be more fun, more relaxed, laid back. But I do think that they know their stuff. We have seen both Madeeh and Aaron compete. They know a little, at least a little bit, And then the Omegas, you have Alex, and he beat me. Fair enough. I didn't have my best match, but I mean, he's still a good competitor in this league, and I think that for sure he and Matt, who I don't really know, but I've heard that he's good, can definitely be a good team. The question really is how they come together as a team in this match, but then again, that's the same for Kings of the North. How they come together as a team, if they have chemistry, and if they can fill up what the other lacks in trivia. So we'll just have to see. Shall we introduce this thing?
Yes, I definitely. One thing I want to add on, I'm curious to see what both teams' strategies will be in round 2 and with the IMDb, but sometimes that's the game. So let's go ahead and introduce them. Alrighty. So first up in this grand finale of round 2 in the team tournament, we have the number 3 seed. As we know, it is not quite what you're used to, but we have Alex, the Omega Warden, and his partner for one day only, Matt Cuellar, Omega Club! And they will be going up against another team that is not quite what you remembered last time. We have Madman, Madeeh Rahmen, and Aaron Connole. Don't be confused that one of us lives in Florida. Kings of the North! Interesting. That was definitely a sketchy thing to happen, but it was a lot of fun. So, Kees, can you let us know how round 1 is going to work?
Of course. In round 1, both teams will get 8 of the same questions from different categories worth 1 point per answer. They will have 15 seconds to write down their answer on a whiteboard or a piece of paper that they have. After the 15 seconds, we'll ask them to reveal their answer and also say it at the same time to make sure that we don't get any Jane Fondas or whatever. You do need to have it written down and say it. And if you get it correct, it's a point. If you don't get it correct, it's no points, but there is no penalty for missing an answer.
Aaron and Madeeh, are you
Fucking
ready?
Mickey Mouse production is this shit.
As ready as I was like 3 hours ago, yeah?
Bro, I done been ready.
Alex and Matt, are you ready?
I already made this joke, but I'm Jane Fonda. Let's go.
Right.
Well, you better be ready, because there will be trivia! That was interesting. Kees, hit him with question number 1.
Stroke? Jesus.
Alright, guys.
Stroke this dick.
Your first question comes in the category of action movies. What action franchise has the villains called Colonel William Stewart, Thomas Gabriel, and Victor Chagarin? I like this franchise.
It's a franchise.
It has some good movies.
It
Also has some bad.
It has movies. 5,
It has
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Alex, what you got?
That would be Die Hard.
You got it.
All right. Madeeh, what you got?
I put Expendables.
Ooh. Matt, what you got?
I didn't get it. No.
Ooh. And Aaron, what you got?
My gut answer was Rambo.
Nice. One of you have answered correctly, and that was the Omega, or just Omega. Alrighty, our second
There will
question.
be bad trivia.
Hey, I know we all love each other because it's romance time. In
What? Fuck you.
Which 1995 romantic drama set in California's Napa Valley stars Keanu Reeves as a World War II veteran who finds love?
Have you found your love yet, Henry?
No, I haven't been to World War II yet.
Henry, you know there's Grindr for people like you, right?
God damn it. Yes, I did know that. 5, 4, 3, 2,
Wow, great rebuttal.
1.
Fucking brilliant.
Aaron, what do you got?
This isn't right, but I wrote Legends of the Fall.
Matt, what do you
Not a
got?
bad guess.
Matt.
I think I put the wrong title, Walk to Remember.
Ooh, so close.
So close. Madeeh.
Oh, that's the Sparks.
I put The Matrix.
Best romantic drama I've ever seen. And Alex.
I was gonna say Sweet Tooth Vineyard is a sequel joke. I don't fucking know.
All right. Well,
Ooh, no one got it.
we were looking for A Walk in the Clouds.
Ah,
Who the fuck cast Keanu Reeves in a romantic comedy, though? Can we discuss that?
This person.
The same person who cast him as in Dracula, probably.
I
All right,
want to
guys.
suck. All right. Next question.
Your next question comes to you in the category of quotes. What MCU character said the following quote? "It's an honor to meet you. Officially, I sort of met you. I mean, I watched you while you were sleeping."
I've actually said this a lot of times in my life.
Henry, get the fuck off of Grindr.
I can. I'm a hit. 5,
I am
4,
disturbed.
3, 2, 1. Matt, what do you got?
Agent Phil Coulson.
There you go. Aaron.
Oh, I put Ant-Man. Fuck.
He was thanks for thanking me. Alex.
I had Mantis.
Ooh, that's weird.
Okay.
She does watch people sleep, and she's
She could watch
creepy.
people in her
And
sleep.
Madeeh.
I put Phil.
You got it.
Agent Coulson. All right.
His name is Phil.
Agent. We'll accept Agent as a first name.
Agent Coulson, that's what they call him.
Yeah.
His girlfriend plays a tuba or
It's
something?
Doctor.
I don't know.
Mr. Doctor? No, it's Strange. I know it's Strange.
Who am I to judge?
All right.
So we're using our fake names now?
Yeah, no, right? All right, next question, Madeeh. Or no, that was... Why would I ask Madeeh the questions? We gave it to you like we gave it to Mike in Full Metal. All right, next question. Whew. Under crime, the films Revolver and 44-Inch Chest take place in which country? 44 inches. That's impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Henry, you probably took that a little bit last night, right?
Henry, did you just make a dick joke? That's just...
I was talking about chest.
Well, Henry's at 2 inches, so give him some credit. He knows what 44 looks like.
Yeah, but it's really 3.
Width doesn't count.
I just 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good thing nobody's gonna watch this one because Madeeh's involved. All right, Aaron, what do you got?
Mexico?
Okay,
Oh.
Alex, what do you got?
The USA.
Madeeh,
Ooh.
I put Uganda.
Jesus,
No. Jeez.
and Matt.
England.
He's the only one.
There we
You
go.
got it.
He got it right.
Okay.
How the fuck did none of us know?
Oh shit! Yeah, I confused Revolver with something else.
I've never
Oh.
heard of either of those movies, so.
To be fair, I haven't either. Alright, guys, your next question comes in the category of comedy. 2009's Adventureland takes place during which decade? I have yet to see this movie, but
This was a surprise for me. I really enjoyed this. I have only seen it the one time. It's one of those where it's like, I don't regret watching that, but will I ever watch it again?
That's always the question.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Madman. What you got?
Sorry, I got my
1970s.
Oh,
I said Madman,
Wait for
but
your
yeah.
fucking turn.
Matt, you're wrong. Madeeh, you're right. Alex, what do you got?
It's Jeremy's favorite decade, the 80s.
and Aaron, what do you got?
1970s.
Ooh, 2 of you got it right.
And 2 got it wrong.
and Alex. All right, going into your 6th category with the score currently 4-2 in Omega's favor. Your next category is comic book movies. What superhero character has the alter ego Al Simmons?
I have to say, I watch a lot of comic book movies, but not this one yet.
Yeah, sometimes they just, just don't work out.
It's also because I heard it wasn't too good.
Yeah, that happens. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. To avoid any confusion, Alex, what do you got?
Spawn.
Got it.
Alright. Aaron.
Steel.
Ooh. Matt.
On.
You got
And
it.
Madeeh.
How about Dogman?
Ooh, okay.
Ooh. That's a good thing there for Omega Club. Going up big now.
Yeah, 2 more points. Alright, guys, your penultimate question in this round comes in the category of horror movies. What actress had an early starring role as the protagonist Tori in 1993's Leprechaun? I like the actress, and I haven't seen this movie. Surprise, surprise.
Not worth it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Matt.
Stole my gold. Jennifer Aniston.
Yep, you got it.
Madeeh.
Jen Aniston.
I like it. Alex.
Everyone's favorite friend, Jennifer Aniston.
Ooh, and Aaron.
My favorite friend was Schwimmer, but the answer is Jennifer Aniston.
Hey, Aaron's on the board.
Hey, I was on the
the
board.
rust is off. All right.
Like David Schwimmer.
That was a little more than Rust.
Yeah. Rust,
Some
trombones.
concrete.
All right, your final question under the category of directors. Who directed the very similar movies Mrs. Doubtfire and Rent? Get it? That was a joke.
Oh, similar. Yeah.
Unless
Wait,
you're
wait.
renting Mrs. Doubtfire, then it makes sense.
In a way.
I mean, they both have, in the modern day, they have similar themes, I guess. You could read Doubtfire a certain way.
Aziz Ansari made a joke about it, like, without Redbox, I can rent Mrs. Doubtfire now. Hilarious. 5, 4,
I got like 7
3,
copies of that movie.
2, 1. Markers down. Let's go with Aaron.
Chris Columbus.
That is
You
correct.
got it.
Madeeh, because I already saw your answer. What did you write?
Did you? Fuck, my bad. I put Peter Weir. That was wrong.
That
Yours
is not
way
correct.
different.
Alex.
I didn't know it. I put Joel Schumacher.
Fuck yes!
Okay.
But he'd make sense for Ren.
Yeah.
And Matt.
Joel Schumacher makes sense
I
for
for sure
nothing.
thought this
Let's
was
not
wrong,
give him
but
credit.
it's Columbus.
And that is
Oh,
correct.
you got it.
And surprisingly,
Hey.
Matt, you end round 1 with a higher score than your partner. And with that, we are at 9 points Omega Club, 5 Kings of the North. Which, given all the crap behind the scenes, this could have gone worse. And before we jump over to rules and stuff, Omega Club, you're in the lead. Are you going to want to go first or second?
First, Matt.
Works for me.
All right, we're gonna go first.
All right, now let's talk
We're
about
gonna
these
go second.
rules. All right, Kees. Round 1 is done. We had some rust there, but overall, both teams were balanced. Madeeh got 3, Aaron got 2, Matt got 5, and Alex got 4. So, I mean, regardless of overall scores, the balance was there. So, I mean, maybe they did make the right choices bringing in these players. What do you think?
I think so too. Yeah, I mean, especially Matt, really surprising, getting the most points out of all of them. Just showing that, we may not know him in this league, but he knows his stuff, and that's what matters. That's all what matters in this league when it comes to the trivia at the end of the day. So let's see what they can do in round 2, because even though the Mega Club is in the lead with 4 points, but anything can happen in round 2. If they get a bad category, Kings of the North gets a good category. We're right back into this game, and then we'll see what happens.
Exactly, and like I said in the pre-talk, it's all about chemistry now from this point on. So let's see if the chemistry's there, because sometimes chemistry and strategy can affect your knowledge. With that being said, round 2 is going to go like this. Omega Club chose to go first, so they are going to bet on either red or black, and then they are going to pick a number 1 through 10. Either a category or a color is going to get selected. If a category gets selected, they're going to have the opportunity to either stick with that category, hand it off to their opponent, which is going to force them to answer the questions from that, or they are going to have the opportunity to respin. If they hand off it, they will only get 1 respin option left. And if they pick whatever color lands on, whatever team has that color, they're going to have the choice to either pick for themselves or for their opponent. Multiple choice will be available, and there will be stealing. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and jump to Omega Club. Alrighty, Omega Club, you decided to go first. I dig your style. I'm going to give you the categories, and then I'm going to have some questions for you.
All right.
The categories are Harry Potter, comedy, epic films, stop motion animation, comic book movies, Tom Hanks, release dates, which is a favorite of mine, and directors. So, please pick either red or black.
Matt, you pick.
Always bet on black.
I dig it. And now
Okay.
please choose a number 1 through 10.
Thomas suggested this. Let's go number 5.
Alright, out of respect for your partner,
Oh, okay.
and maybe if he was here, he could have talked you out of it, because what you selected is red.
Oh.
So, Kings of the North, you can either choose your own category or choose the category for your opponents.
Damn. All right. Aaron, what you thinking?
Can I get a reread of them real fast?
Of course. What we have are epic films, which are films like epic scale and scope. Tom Hanks, directors, stop motion animation, comic book movies, comedies, and movie release dates.
And Harry Potter.
And Harry Potter.
Okay, Madeeh, do you have anything that you're specifically strong in?
Not movie release dates.
Okay, because I'm thinking, I mean, I can do movie release dates, but I know that's a weakness for a lot of other people, but I'm also thinking maybe the smarter play, because I know enough generalized in each category. I'm thinking the smarter play might be, because I don't know how strong they are on this, obviously, but if we give them stop motion animation, that's such a specific category.
Yeah.
There's only a few films that falls into that it
Yeah, I
could
think
screw them very fast. So do you want to pass them
Yeah,
stop motion animation?
Let's give them stop motion.
All right, that's all right.
Hey.
That's our decision.
Alright, with that being said, Omega Club, you have been handed stop motion animation. How do you feel about that?
All right, let's do it.
Alrighty, so I'm going to go ahead and read the questions for Omega Club for stop motion animation. Remember, you can Talk between yourselves, but your opponents can hear anything that you say, and we will not accept an answer until you say final answer. So even if you say it confidently, we're not going to say it. So you have to say final answer, and we're not going to ask you. We're just going to start running down the time because we don't want to make it seem like that's the right answer or the wrong answer. So it's because you can kind of hear it in our voices sometimes. But your first question, under stop motion animation. Danny Elfman is the singing voice of Jack Skellington in The Nightmare Before Christmas. Who is the speaking voice?
I know this. Chris Sarandon.
If you say you know it.
Chris Sarandon, final answer.
And that is correct for 2 points.
Nice.
Brings your score up to 11. Your second question. In Wallace and Gromit, Curse of the Were-Rabbit, what is the name of the title character's human pest control service?
I think I'll know it if I hear it. Matt, you want to go multiple choice?
Yeah, I think that'd be the best bet.
Yeah, let's go multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, Anti-Pesto, B, Pest Off, C, Critter Be Gone, or D, Wallace and Gromit Incorporated.
I think they got to be going for a pun with it. I think it's anti-pesto.
Yeah, that sounds like what they would do.
Yeah, it's punny enough that it would fit. Let's go anti-pesto, final answer.
And that is correct for a point.
Nice.
12 to 5. Your third question, under stop motion animation. What film has a character called the Other Mother?
That sounds like Coraline.
Yes.
Coraline, final answer.
2 more points.
Jesus. They're running away with this one.
So I'm not sure if you guys are just getting lucky on the questions or if Kings of the North didn't do their homework. With that being said, here's your final question under stop motion animation. Stop, yeah. Tongue twister, don't say that too many times fast. Alright, back in the game. In The Fantastic Mr. Fox, what type of animal is the lawyer voiced by Bill Murray?
I believe he was like a badger or some sort.
Yeah, I'm almost positive on it. Let's go Badger, final answer.
Wes Anderson's always a win.
Jesus
2 more
Christ.
points.
Nice.
7 out of 8 in that category.
That worked.
Wow.
16 to 5. Kings of the North definitely has some pressure on them. And with that being said, we're going to jump over to them right now. All right, Kings of the North. Unfortunately, that decision did not pay off, but luckily for you, red was selected, so you still are going to have 2 options and 2 of the categories off the table, so that narrows it down a little bit. So please pick a number 1 through 10, and 5 and 8 are off the table.
Madeeh, you want to pick or you want me to pick?
Let's go with 6.
All right, 6 is the category of comedy. You guys are very Wildberry-like people, so comedies might benefit you, but what is your choice?
I don't know. What do you think?
I think comedy's pretty broad, man. Like you can
That
get
was
a
my
lot of
first
stuff
thought
in
too.
comedy.
It's really, really broad.
Like some people think of like some Michael Bay movies as comedies. I'm not down with that shit. So let's pick again. Pick a number this time, man. Go.
All right. I'll go with, for better or for worse, number 3.
And number 3 is
Tom Hanks.
America's Sweetheart, Tom Hanks.
All right.
Okay.
And Kees,
All right. Could be
you'll
worse.
Answer the questions to Kings of the North for Tom Hanks.
Oh, and I suddenly realized I wrote this category. So that's fun. All right, guys.
You guys are screwed.
Kings of the North. You have to, you have to get some points in because right now you're in knockout range. So your first question in category of Tom Hanks. What is Tom Hanks' character name in Saving Private Ryan?
Do you know that offhand?
Nah, not offhand.
All right.
Go multiple
Then
choice on this?
multiple choice. Yeah.
All right, guys. Your options are A. Mike Horvath, B. Irwin Wade, C. John Miller, or D. Adrian Caparzo.
I think it's C because I remember it being something. I don't know why, but I remember it standing out as something really generic.
No, John Miller sounds about right. Let's go with John Miller.
All right. Final answer C.
That's a point.
Correct.
All right, well done, guys.
I was thinking Robert, so it's another one of those names. It's just.
Yeah.
All right, you guys, this next question in Hanks movies. What comedic actress co-starred with Hanks in The Money Pit?
Oh, fuck.
Oh. Shelley Long. Final answer.
That's correct for 2 more points. Well done.
That was huge.
Attaboy.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, cheers. I watch old shit.
Alright, your next question in Tom Hanks. The movie Bridge of Spies takes place during what decade?
Sorry,
I think I'm
what,
confident.
What decade, right, is what you said?
Yeah, he said decade.
I said
Okay,
decade.
alright.
I think I'm confident because the thing is, multiple choice won't really help us because like it's within a certain time period.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was during the Cold War. Do you want me just to go with my guess?
5,
Yeah, do it. I'm
4,
not American,
Alright.
remember? So
3.
1960s, final answer.
Ooh, that is incorrect. A Mega Club chance to steal.
Matt, you want to go with 1950s?
5,
Or no, 70s.
4,
Yeah, I was thinking 70s.
3,
Yeah, 1970s.
2,
Final
answer?
answer, 70s.
1.
That's also incorrect. We were looking for the 50s.
Ah, it was the 50s.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
So close, guys.
I was thinking Cold War, so most of it's in the 60s. Okay.
What already was going on in the 50s. Alright, guys. Your last question.
Fuck it.
Your last question in Tom Hanks. At what New York landmark do Sam and Annie meet for the first time in Sleepless in Seattle?
Empire State Building, final answer.
That's correct for 2 more points.
And with
Well
that being
done.
said, Kings of the North come within 6 points. Kings of the North is currently up 16-10, and round 3 is going to go like what, Case?
Well, in round 3, it's the IMDb round. So, you guys will get 3 movies worth either 2, 3, or 5 points apiece. One person will answer the 2-pointer. The other person will answer the 3-pointer. You can confer who will get the 2 and get the 3. And they can both answer the 5-pointer. Now, for your 2-pointer, you get the year, the main actor, and the genres as hints. You will have to name the movie. For the 3-pointer, you will get the year, the director, and the plot keywords, and you will have to name the movie. And for the 5-pointer, you will get the year, and you can choose 2 hints of either actor, director, genres, or keywords, and from that, you will have to name the movie. Now, Mega Club, you're in the lead, so you will choose the numbers for this one. Would you like movie number 1 or movie number 2?
Number 2.
Number 2. Would you like 3 or 4?
3.
3. And 5 or 6?
6.
6. 3, 2, 3, and 6. Alright. Then we'll hop over to Kings of the North for their 2-pointer.
Alrighty,
Just an 8.
moving on to round 3. Movies have been selected, and I'm going to go ahead and read your 2-pointer for Kings of the North. Gentlemen, I'm going to give you the year, and then based on that, knowing that it's the actor combination, we're going to have to decide on who answers while the other shuts up. Gentlemen, movie number 1, your year is 1996. Which of you two would like that?
Who are you thinking, me or you?
So we just know the year, we don't know the actor.
Yeah, just
yet,
the year,
right?
because you have
Well, not yet. So, but we know we're getting actor and keywords on this one.
Actor and genres.
Actor and genre. So, do you think you can pick that better, or would you be better with director and keywords?
I'd probably be better with actor, honestly. Alright.
All right, then go ahead.
Alrighty, this is just for Madeeh only. I will repeat. Your year is 1996. Your actor, or in this case actress, is Madonna, and your genres are drama, biography, and musical.
Madonna? Fuck's sake. Aaron, do you know who Madonna is? Like, are you old enough to know who that is?
He can't say anything.
Oh, right, yeah. Fuck, my bad. Damn.
5, 4, 3, 2,
No, I don't have it.
and 1. Alrighty, unfortunately we were looking for Evita.
Don't cry for me, Argentina!
And
I wouldn't have known that.
and we're
And to
showing
answer Madeeh-
we're showing our cards a little bit on when this match is recorded, but I actually got that question today on Full Metal Trivia, so little tidbit. So showing our cards on where we're at on recording for the first time in the history. But with that being said,
This makes it interesting.
Yeah, we are
Aaron
sticking with
has
Kings
to
of the
hit
North.
his 3-pointer.
Aaron has to hit it.
Otherwise, it's a TKO.
Aaron, Your three-pointer for you and you only. Madeeh, you have to be quiet. I know it's hard, but now we're getting rules. So you have to be quiet. Your three-pointer.
All right.
Your year is 1987. Your keywords are psychiatric hospital, teenagers, and nightmares. And your director, Chuck Russell.
All right, I'm going balls to the wall with it. Is it Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors?
3 points to stay alive!
Damn, okay.
Also, to answer Madeeh's question, I saw a very white woman perform the Super Bowl a couple years ago, and I was told she was once Madonna.
Fair, yeah.
Interesting.
Fair.
All right, gentlemen. Heads in the game, because we're sticking with you. This is to take the lead and not lose yet. Your 5-pointer. You guys are going to be able to collaborate. We're going to give you the year, and then you're going to have to decide what 2 clues you would like. Your year is 2011. Gentlemen, what would you like?
What's your strongest strength out of the 4?
What are the options again? Run me through them real quick.
It's director, actor, plot, keyword, or genre.
Uh, 2011, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. I'd probably put a couple keywords in there.
Okay. And then do you prefer actors or directors?
Either one, man. 2011 is close enough that I feel like I could remember it.
I think I'm a little stronger on director, but I'll leave that up to you.
All right,
If you
let's do it.
want to do
let's
it?
go director.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen. I'm going to repeat. Your year is 2011, and this is similar to round 2. We're not going to accept an answer until you hear final answer. 2011. Your plot keywords: organic farmer, released from jail, living with relatives, and your director, Jesse Peretz.
Well, that didn't help one bit. What were the plot keywords?
Farmer.
Organic farmer, released from jail, and living with relatives. Remember, you can talk between yourselves.
Yeah, does anything like that stand out to you?
Nah, not from
With
2011.
any of those keywords? I'm trying to think, because...
Got out of
course.
jail. Organic farmer.
Of course, the one time that a director is an unknown.
Start
Jesse
giving you a
Peretz
5 count.
is what his name is?
Jesse Peretz.
Yeah, Jesse Peretz.
Peretz.
I don't recognize the name.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I don't have a
Up
guess.
in the air.
And your winners! Moving on to round 3 of the team tournament by TKO Omega Club! Wow, Kees. I'm really surprised because after that round 2, I thought this was either going to be a knockout or Kings of the North was actually going to build up some momentum and actually put some pressure on Omega Club. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that Kings of the North had a little bit of bad luck today. They give a category to Omega Club that apparently is very good for them, and then they get a category they're not too good at themselves, and then they have bad luck with the... It's just a matter of bad luck. This happens sometimes. It's not that Kings of the North is bad or anything, but the thing is, Omega Club is a really good team, and I honestly think that even if you have a competitor like Matt step in and they still get a TKO, that just shows that that's a powerhouse team, and that's something a team that we have to watch out for in the rest of this tournament, I think.
Yeah, that is for a fact. And as you can see, Aaron was a little rusty after round 1, but in round 2 he came to play, and he actually impressed me with some of his answers, and he got his 3-pointer to at least get him out of TKO territory before the 5-pointer. So, it shows that he actually is a force to be reckoned with, and I hope to see him once we get into singles, and if him and Madeeh stay together and keep it Wildberry-like, or if he actually forms a team with somebody else, I am truly intrigued to see what he can bring to the table. Now, I'm curious to see what these teams have to say, because Alex and Matt, they're not going to be together anymore, so it honestly doesn't matter what they have to say. And Kings of the North, I'm curious to see if they would be willing to stay together. So let's go ahead and get some interviews with a host that you might not be familiar with, in that perspective at least.
Okay, and we have our winner so with 16 points and a TKO. How you guys feeling about that?
Pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. One-time replacement, but it worked out just fine. Matt, thank you so much for stepping in to help out there. That was one hell of a fight, and I hope from this match, everyone knows Matt Cuellar is someone you don't fuck with, and just like me and Thomas, he's got his name on the map.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I told Thomas I'd help you guys get to round 3, and I can't wait to see you guys go all the way to the championship.
Well, we will. We will.
Now, in round 2, you guys were given stop motion animation. How did you guys feel about that category? Were you afraid of it at all? Were you
a little bit, yeah, but honestly, it's a kind of narrow enough category that there's not a lot of variance in the movies you can go for. So luckily, we got some more modern films that are fairly memorable and notable and pretty easy to get through that. That was a pretty fun round, honestly. I don't want to hedge my bets on taking it again, but it definitely worked out.
Yeah.
now you're going to be moving on to the third round? Do you think you'll be the winners of this upcoming bracket final? And where do you guys see you going after that? You see you going to finals or?
Oh, yeah. We are going through to the bracket. We are going to win that bracket final. We're going to win the semis. Thomas and I, we said at match number 1, we got what it takes. And after I lost in singles, I know we have what it takes to get the team gold around my shoulder if I'm not getting a singles gold. That being said, I do have a message for my opponents in the next round. Alphas, you wanted this. You're going to regret it. Thomas and I are coming right for the throat. And when we're done with you, you ain't going to be happy. But I know we will be. We'll see you in a few weeks, boys.
Okay, and unfortunate losers here, Kings of the North. How do you guys feel how the match went? What do you think did you guys go wrong in round 2, giving them stop motion animation? You still think you would have given it to them on the
Simply where we went wrong was we just didn't hit enough questions in round 1. It took me a little while to get going there and get some questions right, but once I got that first question right, I got the one after it right. I got a lot of round 2 correct. I got my question in round 3 correct. So personally, on my performance, I'm proud. Madeeh did a good job as well playing. His question in round 3 was a harder one to figure out. Some of those questions in round 1 were definitely harder to figure out, so I don't blame it on him for missing that, just like I don't blame myself on it for missing that. But that definitely was where the weakness came in. In terms of the round 2 questioning, look, it was a risk we took, and unfortunately it didn't pay off. You know, my thinking behind that was that's such a narrow category that we either have a chance that they know all of it or they know none of it. You know, if we're playing another team that hasn't seen those movies, because some of those are lesser seen movies, like obviously Nightmare Before Christmas is a big movie, but you know, Wallace and Gromit is a lot of movies that people haven't seen. Fantastic Mr. Fox is something that people may not have seen. Coraline is something that has a cult following, but I don't know how many people have seen it. So the thing is, some of these movies definitely go underground a bit more. We just got unlucky that they got the questions that they were able to figure out. But we also did really good with our round 2 for the most part. You know, we got lucky that the one steal chance they had, they couldn't capitalize on.
Missed one question, man. Simple as that.
But you know, our issue is just we took way too long to get going in this match. They had a quicker start than we did, and it took us down. But overall, I'm proud of the performance that we gave. I'm glad that we were able to come back and put up some kind of fight in the end. And Jesse Peretz, go fuck yourself. There's a reason you didn't direct a movie since till 2018.
And if you want to stop sucking on dick back there, then we can get finished up with this interview, first of all. No, honestly, man, in the words of Greg Popovich, we got to score more. Simple as that. Like, it's not anything crazy behind this. Like, they did well. I still can't believe I lost to a guy wearing a bandana around his head. But, you know, that's besides the point. Aaron did a good job. I could have done better. Simple as that. I don't give a shit about Madonna anymore. But, you know, we could have scored more, and that would have...
No one gives a shit. No one's given a shit about Madonna since I was born.
Listen, man, don't age me, all right? Fuck.
Now, 13 points is not a bad score, especially coming from a team that this is your guys' first match together. Will you guys be teaming up in the future, or is this the end of the Kings of the North as we know it?
I don't want to say it's well. I don't even know if Aaron's from the North. Like, I don't even know
Not
where
even
Aaron's
close.
from. Yeah, so like
I live by fucking Disney World.
Yeah, no, fuck that shit. All right, that's not north at all.
North of the equator?
North, there's still snow on the ground. God damn it. So, I don't know if we're gonna be. I'm not gonna say never, because you never know what happens in the future. Like if Zach comes back, we might be the Kings of the North. If Aaron comes takes his place because Zach doesn't come back, I'll be fine with that, man. Like we'll do what we need to do. We'll win games. Simple as that.
I would say if Zach ever chooses to come back, then I will acquiesce the spot and let them play because they won a match together and we didn't. But you know what? We had fun doing this. We obviously, when I decided to be an asshole, we obviously have a similar personality type, so we can at least bring entertainment. So
don't put yourself down, Aaron.
No, for the moment, I think what Madeeh said is correct. Are the Kings of the North as a team dead? Yeah, probably. Are we dead as a team? Maybe not. Let's see.
Thank you, gentlemen, and I'm sure we'll see you guys in some capacity here at some point. Thank you.
Oh, you fucking bet. I want to bend over for Jen again.
All right, that was interesting. Congratulations for Mike to step up on the mic and get a little bit of screen time on the voices instead of not saying shit in his pre-interviews as a competitor. Are you curious to see if Aaron and Madeeh form a team in the future, Kees, or do you hope that they block each other on Facebook and never talk again?
I really wonder what they're going to do because I just don't know what Madeeh has in his head. Nobody wants to know what he has in his head, I think. So that's just we'll just see, We'll see what happens there. But for the moment, the Omegas are facing the Alpha. Sorry, someone needs to make a joke about that. I don't have a joke ready, but that's funny for some reason. That's going to be our bracket final. I can't wait for that. I think that both teams are very good. They have similar records. So I'm very curious to see how the bracket final goes. And then we'll see who they'll face between your previous team to Bromance and Big Picture. So some good matches ahead, I think.
That is true. And this was an entertaining match. Congratulations to Omega Club for having a fault and losing a partner for one game, but making it work. And congratulations for Kings of the North for actually being competitive. They made a decision that they knew was a risk going in, and it didn't pay off. But they admitted that they don't regret it and potentially could form a team in the future. So I'm very curious and wanting to see that happen. So let's see what the future holds in store for us. But as always, I am Henry Confidential. Finally, I repeat, finally. Round 2 of the There Will Be Trivia Team Tournament is over.
Finally, yeah.
Kees, can you remind me of what that name is again? Because I'm still getting used to hearing it.
I am the Grand Admiral, Kees Cornelisse, signing out for today.
Yes, and I am Henry Confidential.
Oh.
This is the team tournament, and this is There Will Be Trivia.